Recent events, including earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, cyber attacks, ethical lapses, wildfires, and the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic, have created a confluence of challenges that most of us have not experienced in our lifetimes. Racial injustice, economic devastation, and loss of life have elevated our collective consciousness regarding what is wrong in our world. Contention, outrage, and violence have become widespread. Extensive economic, emotional, and health effects have changed normal daily activities, relationships, institutions, and even values. One response to these conditions has been an increased emphasis on how to stay positive, how to find happiness, and how to enhance well-being in trying times. In fact, tens of thousands of books are listed on Amazon on positivity, on happiness, and on well-being. Likewise, social media is filled with advice on how to cope with anxiety, stress, depression, and apprehension through the use of special diets and menus, physical fitness training, meditation, and positive thinking. Positivity has turned into a bit of a fad, and entries appearing in the media have escalated in the face of negative events. The trouble is, when people are struggling emotionally, stressed from the loss of loved ones, jobs, or relationships, or just gritting through difficult days, it is often hard to be positive. Happyology is not exactly a preferred prescription for coping with tragedy. Not only that, but leaders and organizations often balk at interventions that focus on positivity, asserting that the daily pressures of managing bottom-line performance in turbulent times consume their time and attention. Positive practices are simply a deflection from real-world pressures, they say. Positivity is merely a feel-good side trip. The National Labor Relations Board, in fact, recently issued a ruling against T-Mobile's provision requiring that workers maintain a positive work environment, recognizing that directing employees to be positive may do more harm than good, ironically generating cynicism, resistance, burnout, and even outright hostility. Mandating positivity can come across as uncompassionate toward those who are mourning the deaths of friends and relatives, the loss of jobs, and disrupted in-person connections. They may not even feel capable of positivity. This problem highlights one of the major differences between this book and a multiplicity of positivity books on the market. This book is not about positivity, happyology, or unbridled optimism. It's about how to capitalize on an inherent tendency in all living systems to orient themselves toward light or life-giving positive energy. It relies firmly on empirical evidence to describe the extraordinary results of positive energy in the workplace. The basic message is this: all human beings flourish in the presence of light or of positive energy. This tendency is known as the heliotropic effect, a concept adapted from a phenomenon typically ascribed to how plants respond to the sun's rays. The heliotropic effect is a scientifically verified phenomenon that has not yet been applied in the social and organizational sciences. Chapter 1 provides empirical evidence that the heliotropic effect influences individuals and that it provides an important way to cope with difficulties as well as with abundance. The evidence verifies that all human beings respond favorably to and are renewed by positive energy, and this book shows how to implement the heliotropic principle in practical ways. The kind of positive energy that most accounts for flourishing in individuals and in organizations is called relational energy. This audiobook explains how relational energy is created and enhanced through the demonstration of virtuous actions. For example, generosity, compassion, gratitude, trustworthiness, forgiveness, and kindness.